Welcome. My name is Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just turned 5:30 in the morning on a Thursday for me. Yes, we missed a Wednesday. That's right. It's probably still Wednesday for you, Darren. Let me just share screen. Yeah, this to start with. This is just a welcome notification for this analysis session. A few notes there. There was a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. Okay. You just that. We'll go across onto trading view. Yes. So how are you doing? In the background there. Okay. Right, well, let's go look at some pairs and potential longer term trades and potential shorter terms. Okay. So, the AUD CAD has been quite strong for a period of time. And this is on the daily here, so for a couple of weeks now. And there was the rate decision on the Tuesday. She dropped down, actually got into that trade. And then yesterday it had pulled back up again, or sorry, more yesterday. Okay, no worries, Darren. Let's see how you go. You can go out and back in again if that works for you. Okay. Oh, you can't hear me. Okay. Yeah, we'll work that one in. So, and because there was actually a national outage. We have 3 different carriers here in Australia, and one of them, the complete system went down. It was bedlam. Trains are a problem. People, cafes that had payment machines couldn't work. It was pretty full on. So basically, because I didn't have computer, I couldn't see what was going to. I worked off my phone. And there was a whole lot of trades that I was in that I basically just killed off because I wasn't able to monitor them, and I didn't know how long they would be monitored. So most of them were in positive. I think they probably most of them all, and most of them are all AUDs, and there's a Euro AUD, and it was at UJ. So I'm going to look at potentially entering back in again into some of these. So AUD CAD, we now have it's out of the channels on the daily. We do have a red, I don't know if you have one, Darren, but I have a red triangle out here. I'm looking at it, and overall it's a sell.
Yeah, I have a red. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm looking now at changeover when it goes. So it'll be 3.5 hours away or so. When it settles down, I'll probably get into a trade for this for a sell. It's done a pullback. It hasn't broken any highs. It's now pulling back down again. So whatever was out of that, it hopefully will break. If it breaks this low down here, it'll pull back again, come back to maybe where I enter in. We'll just see how we go. But that's one I'm looking at for long term. A lot of the AUDs will do. And I think I posted that the RBA did increase interest rates, and it was interesting, Darren. It was totally against that catchphrase that I had, that they put up interest rates and the value goes up, and actually went down.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Not significantly. You know, I think it was only about 40 or 50 pips on some of these ones, but yeah, very interesting. So I jumped in on the bandwagon once I saw it happening. I jumped in and got some of this down as it pulled back up and got out. Rightio. So that's one I'm going to be getting into. AUDCHF. This has, you can wait for the, that's had a red there. We don't have a red at this situation, at this point here, but we do have a green, right, on the 2 hour. So I would not be, so on the daily, you have a buy still, right? There is no sell out, and it could sell further, right? But what you had, sorry about the coughing and stuff, I'm still a bit under the weather. You still have you have a buy here at the moment, so not time necessarily to get in, and it's pushed outside of the channels here. This may push back up. I doubt. Look, I don't know. I'm just, if you look at it, Swiss francs in the middle and Aussie dollar sort of together. So it may be quite a short lead. It depends. I mean, these things move around, but that's why it's sort of a sideways movement here, to a certain extent on the 2 hour anyway. And we'll look and see whether we get a push up from this, or it will continue to go down. I think it'll continue to drop, but we'll see. I think on the daily, this is one I'll probably just keep away for the moment until it shows a figure. But we've got sell to buy, and it did buy. It hasn't given us a sell. So on the daily, but it did here on the 2 hour. So if I didn't get in here for this sell, then probably not the time to get in now for a sell because of this triangle on there, like the buy on there. AUDJPY. News came, price dropped, right, against Japanese yen. Crazy. And we did have a sell on the daily. We've had a number of sells. So this could also be a pretty good one to look at. Well, the problem is if I get into a sell on this, it's going to be against the overall trend. Does that make sense? But it is a sell there. So I don't know. I'll keep watching this one for a minute. If we do get down a break, then definitely it's into a sell trend. And it depends, all of them might then be. ADNZD, which I don't tend to trade. We have that drop even against the New Zealand dollar. And it didn't come out the other side, so it's still in that sell. We don't have there's no sell triangle here on the daily. Yeah, it didn't come out the other side. So buy is still, from a daily perspective, is still the overarching, even though on the 2 hour it is pulling down, right? So at that point there, which is where that is, the 2 hour has a sell, but the daily doesn't. And it has sold. What's that? You know, still 100 pips. So that's where, like a daily, you may not, but in on the 2 hour, you may get that move. Okay, AUD and Singapore. So the Aussie dollar is just like push up, push up, push up, and now it's just dropped itself out against others. Yeah, we've got green, So it's pushed up and come back. If it breaks down here, we'll see. Up, what's happening here? Nowhere near the channel on this. It's just run across that middle. So nothing decisive. Probably keep away from that. AUD/USD. This is where that was probably the most significant drop. See how it pushed up and then back down again? Pretty crazy. Like an 80 pip drop on that, then push back up. Now, it hasn't come out. It didn't give us a sell on the daily, but it has certainly dropped back out. Couple of things there. There you go. Back to our, see if we can get the channels. Okay. Ooh, sorry. But definitely sell signals. It's coming to the other side though of the channel, so I'm a little cautious on this one at this point. And it hasn't broken structure yet, so we'll see. It may need to do a pullback or a pull up before it's going to drop further, because I could see it pull back down here or even further down. Yeah, but that's a couple of weeks of it pushing up past breaking structures. Now it's come back. Right, so that's AUDs. They may all go into sell, but there may be a pullback before that. We don't have a sell signal. It didn't make it to the other side of the channel on the daily. Right. Now, CAD CAD. Some of these you're in long-term trades.
Yeah, I mean, CAD CHF for the buy, but the original green triangle disappeared. You seeing a triangle at the bottom now? Oh, yeah.
Hang on, I'll just go back to the daily. Oh, there we go. No.
Yeah.
And you're right. Sometimes they do disappear on you. But when you've got a number of them, like here or here, it's a lot more.
Yeah.
It's a
I think
lot more definite.
A bit more wary, unless if prices just sort of whipped the
channel,
the outer channel line. I think we just need to be wary that these triangles can get a triangle and disappear. Because those channel lines are still moving a little bit.
Yeah.
Prices.
It really needs to significantly, doesn't it?
Yeah, you really need a definite, deep punch through the, punch out.
It pushes back down here, doesn't, but it comes back to the middle and then drops out.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have a green down here, Darren. And I don't down here.
So I'm probably in that one that arguably I shouldn't be in now, but
yeah, you're in it for a buy, but it's pulled back. It's probably the entry, is it?
No, I'm in a bit of drawdown now on that because I got in on the. I waited for the long to get in.
Right, gotcha. Which is probably around here somewhere. So yeah, you're in a little drawdown. Okay.
Well, that's what I mean. It might come back, punch line again, give us a green triangle, and
well, you do on the 2 hour, you've got a green triangle, so it had punched out significantly. Now it's starting to push back up. It'll be a good test. Let's see.
Yeah.
But that was, I mean, this was a good sellout here. Like if you got either somewhere there, anywhere down to there, 250 pips, that was a good move. This just pullback now is a little bit, yeah. And it depends on whether it continues down to break any of this low. Then, like, you'll definitely get out. But if it's come out of the channel, this may be just a pullback up before it does go further, one or the other. But I'm not in this, so, and it hasn't given us a buy, so I wouldn't sort of get into it. Maybe when, if or when, maybe you'll come back down and punch out and then give us a buy. We'll see. Head JPY tends to be quite jumpy. Oh, it's just around the middle of the green there, and it's come back to there. You see, we haven't had any red triangles since, back up here somewhere. It's interesting, you don't get those changes as such. Even on the daily, look at this. It's, if you look at where it is, it's within those channels, and nothing gives you an indication. And maybe that's a good thing, Gary. Maybe that's like keeps you out of the jumpiness of it.
Yeah.
Maybe the market's trying to tell you something. But it is within these lines here at the moment. Yeah, just I've got it as a wait and watch anyway, color. CHF JPY. Yeah, it's got a green there, no red there, and then it's come back to the mid and then jumped off again. This seems to be a sort of sometimes a pattern as well. Just now it's looking at a pullback. So it's pushed up and up and up here from a daily perspective. It looks like it'll do a pullback here and then potentially go back up. So because that green is still the dominant movement, and if you look at it, like for ages, it's been buy. So it's likely to break that high. It's likely to break that up there, but do a pullback before it does. So not time to get in right now. You need to have that and then start going back up again. All right, wait. Let's look at these euros. Now, this was the opposite to the AUD pairs. So when the rate news came out, euro strengthened right up. We got to sell, and it sold back. That's where I got out. So I got in about here somewhere. And then when it pulled back a bit to there, that's where I got out. So profited on this one. But then it pushed back up because overall on there is a buy trend. And this came in, that's what got me out. I saw that and it came back to there. Right now, it only came to the middle again, and then off it went. I could see this potentially buying. So that's the sort of the Aussie strength against the euro. Now it's come up. Well, it's broken that. it's whether it'll break that. But if the AUDs are in the sell, then this one will be in the further buys. So now it's pushed out significantly. Yet, what are we missing? A red triangle. Now this is New York. Wow. Right, no red triangles yet. It looks like it's going to poke out a fair bit before it'll drop back down again, but we'll see. Okay, Euro CAD. We're trying to look into the future. But yeah, look at the euro. The strength of the euro is pretty good. Maybe these pullbacks will be short-lived as well, because you can see over here on the daily, you've got a push up. It says sell. It did for 2 days, and then it pushed back up again. It looks like it's going to break here or here. We'll just see. Okay, what's happening here? If I get the channels back again. I mean, it's from a daily perspective, it's fulfilled these buys. There is a sell here, and it's pushed past it. I think it's one of those things where if you hadn't got into that sell, you would have lost that trade, or it would have pulled back into your entry. But I think we're waiting for another sells on this, and we'll see. I want to get that longer term trade down on it. CHF. It's still in that eye though, isn't it, on the daily? Yeah, you can see that pulling back up there. We have a long on it, but we don't have anything outside. Thing is that the buys down here, which is over on the daily, are still sort of taking over or looking at it at the moment. It hasn't poked out the other side. I just sort of sit that one. Euro GBP. Wow, that's jumped up significantly, isn't it? The buys over, so wait for the sell. It might be either this week or it could be the start of next. And if you look at it, we've got no, isn't it interesting? No triangles. Except for back here. No sells, no buys in the daily. It's just sitting inside this channel. Difficult to use the indicator on that. Right, and one I sort of don't normally trade anyway. Euro JPY. Now, let's take it off. What happened here? It's got a whole lot of stuff. The buyers are so looking for a sell on that. but it is against the overall trend. It's the I turned it off. Oh, it's that Jay. Yeah. Back in the up. So it's definitely in that buy at the moment. You have to wait. This will probably end up with a red up here. It'll do a pullback. However far, but it doesn't look like it's going to come back maybe to the middle and then back off again up in the buy direction. I mean, the euro's really strong. Definitely the end's nothing. Euro NZD. Looks like all the euros are really strong. All going into the buys. Yeah, look, buy. See, it's pulled back down here. I reckon this will come up and break. We'll get a sell out. We may just push up. Okay. So again, like Euro AUD, Euro NZD, same situation. Euro Singapore, well, the Euro's really strengthened itself, hasn't it? But on the daily, it's, yeah, buy. Maybe it's worth around that middle, isn't it? Looking at that for a buy. Still just sitting in this sideways. But the strength of it is probably more of a sell. You might be able to get a short-lived buy out to the other side and then down. Euro USD. It will buy as well. Same sort of thing as a Singapore. The long. It didn't make it to the outside on the 2 hour. See that? We didn't get it and then it pushed back up. Now it's starting to push down. It may come to the outside and then give us that zone that's in there. And bouncing through, back to it, out. Looks like it's going to come back. Yeah. But at the moment, there's a long but no arrows. The thing is, you got so many cells on that, but it's at the moment found strength and pull back. Right, GBPs, where are they? So GA. Oh gosh, sorry, Karen. Everybody else listening to the recording. Oh God. Oh. All right, GAs. There was it did have a buy in it there, but only came back to the middle, dropped out, and now it's pushing back up. It might be a time to see the push up from there. Only came to the middle. It's sort of like a warning area, and then it's pushed off again. Tends to do it a bit. GBP CAD. So I'm not really looking at this at the moment. GBP CAD. Look at the sideways and then off it went. And on on the daily, it's certainly buy. But it's coming to the other side, so we're going to get into the sells. There's a bit of wait and watch at the moment. If you didn't get that, then you're waiting for the turn to come back down. GBP CHF. Well, there we go. Last day, so it's just done that little pullback. I think that it's going to push back up. It hasn't got the side here though. There's a couple of things of it. Will it just continue, or will it then push down to give us a green and then go back up? But certainly overall it's a buy. Right. GBP JPY. Oh gosh. I'm gonna keep coughing, I better not. We might just make a short one of this. A whip through. Get on the daily. It's still a buy. It hasn't come to the other side and it's going back up. All of the sells are short-lived. All right, GBP NZD, same into the buy. Same as AUD. Singapore, they've all gone by, but you can see that's sideways. I think this is going to push back up. It didn't give us a green, it's still red, so it's at the middle. Let's see what happens. GU. And they've gone sell for such a long time, and now it's pulling back up again. Buys overall. All right. Back at middle, now it's pushing back up again. Oh gosh. It's not at the other side on the 2 hour, but sells still over. Let's see what happens in the middle too. I'm going to wait for changeover. Welcome, Tom.
Hi, Brian.
Mate, I'm coughing a bit. Sorry, I'm trying to run through these pairs and then go and feel better, hopefully. NZD CAD. Just wait for the channels. So on the daily, there's nothing here to indicate what direction, just sideways up and down. On the there it came down through past the middle and pull back up again. Again, I'm not going to worry about this one at the moment.
Which one are you on?
NZD CAD.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. No worries. NZD CHF. Again, the New Zealand dollar is taken back. If we look though on the daily, you can see that it had sells. The buy has been overriding. It's now pulling back down again. Whether it pushes back up to go out the other side, I doubt it. We'll see though. I mean, it's not something that I'm jumping into at the moment.
I'm in this one.
You are? What for?
For a sell.
Yeah. Okay. Are you mean? Oh yeah. Okay. So on the 2 hour, based on the 2 hour time.
Yes.
Okay. No worries. Rightio. From up here somewhere.
Yeah, my stop is at the cell. At the cell right there. No, at the bottom.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that's my stop and that's my entry.
Oh, right. Well, we just sort of got into it. Okay. Fair enough. Into DJPY. That's still sell as well. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm about to get in this one too.
Yeah, I reckon it's we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna wait till Sydney into Tokyo. NZD USD. Same thing. They're all sort of getting it the same sort of look, all those NZDs are.
Hey, Brian, do you remember when you told me you wish you had a better entry time? When you could get in sooner?
Yeah. Yeah.
So would you turn on your Hall suite for me?
Still got it on the 2 hour?
Yep.
Whole suite. Yeah.
Look where it tells you. So when you get that arrow down
Yeah.
and that Hall suite turns red,
Yeah.
it has to come back to the ribbon. It has to. Now, if it stays below the ribbon, you're in. But what I've been doing is this minute I get that triangle and that Hall suite turns red, I get in because I know it's going to come back to the ribbon. Now, if it bounces off, I just get out. You got your entry in sooner, and the ribbon is only telling you the direction. It's either going up, as it doesn't change red. You can see it going up, up, up. And when it changes red, it's going down, 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 and you get all the arrows, and the whole suite already has you into the trade.
You mean here or somewhere there?
Somewhere there.
And it does a pullback. But that's
So
above
get in
the,
there, wherever you want.
Okay.
All I'm saying is I've noticed is when I put my whole suite on, every time I get a triangle and that rib and that whole suite turns red, I put a placeholder there,
Yeah.
and it always goes back to the SHA. Sometimes it bounces off. But as long as it stays under the red, stay in the trade. Use that SHA as your trend line.
You're saying there where it changes red, just there, the SHA.
Is the
Oh,
HA.
actually,
Yeah.
there's red.
As long as it stays under that red ribbon, stay in it.
Oh, as long as the price. Okay. You mean the ribbon as in SHA or the ribbon as in the whole suite?
You get the triangle.
Yeah. You got
the
one.
whole suite turns red.
Yeah, there.
You get into the trade
Okay.
on that candle. Whatever turned that whole suite red.
Yep.
Wasn't it the one to the left?
Well, that's still green there.
There's not a green candle in between there? I can't really see it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the candle, not the white one. That green one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your entry.
Oh, because you got the red, but that candle's still in the green thing. Once
Correct.
It turns red,
you want the candle, it turns the whole suite red.
Okay, which is just there.
Right. Regardless of what color it is. You know that that whole suite is going to push down to that ribbon. It's going to touch it.
Oh, down to the SHA ribbon.
Right.
Aha.
Now, if it doesn't break that green ribbon and bounces off, you're out of the trade.
Gotcha.
If it breaks and it stays under the red
ribbon.
SHA, you're in the trade.
Which is
and you see this little sell signal where it comes in?
The short.
That's your second trade.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got one there. well, maybe not on that candle, it might be the next candle, but somewhere there, you're in the trade. You're in, hang on, let me just see. In the trade there, you're in drawdown by 10, and then you're down here by 70. Okay. And the second trade, you're in after that short, and that's another 50. Yeah, that's significant, isn't it?
Yeah. So you have a
But even
better
time
entry.
That, but that's right at changeover.
We'll take it on the next candle. It's
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, I know. That's 11.
Whatever
That's
your
what
spread is, you know, pick the best candle for your spread on your entry.
Yeah, which will be that one.
But either way, it still went back to the ribbon. You still got another triangle down before the short. You could have actually put another trade on that triangle and then another trade on the short.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you could actually put a trade there, a trade there,
right,
a trade there, and another one there.
Uh-huh.
You got 4.
And as long as it doesn't break that red, you could put a trade on every single candle. And all the way down.
Then here it comes back and pushes up. Then you're
But
out.
it turns green.
Yeah, it turns green.
It's warning you that, hey, we're turning.
Yeah.
And just kill all the trades.
Yeah.
I hate losing.
You're trying the best way. See, it didn't come out the other side of the channel either to give you that.
So at that point, you got to make a decision.
Yeah.
But still. Because that was bothering me. I couldn't figure out how I'm getting shorts, yes, but they're only short-lived. And it's like, why is it coming in so late? So I just reversed my thought process and went with the whole suite that warned us when it was turning.
Yeah.
And then go back and look at it on everyone, including the dailies. The minute it turns from green to red, that candle down. You know it's going to hit the ribbon. Whether it stays underneath or not, I don't know.
You got a red there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm looking at getting in now. That's why I'm saying, you know, it says long right now, but I'm waiting for it to turn and break that long. Let it just bounce around up here for a while. But it's gonna break that. It's gonna break that long.
Yeah, break this long down here.
No, the NZD-UZ. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on another pair.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but here we are anyways.
Yeah.
It didn't break the red ribbon. It's still moving downward.
Yeah.
There's no arrow up. There's no long.
Yeah.
And on the daily, you have your first white candle. So yeah, I'm definitely getting in.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I agree too. All right. Okay. And it will come out the other side here and we'll get greens to go back up again.
Mm-hmm. It's going to warn us.
Yeah. All right. In Singapore Japanese. Oh, yeah. That's still just pushing up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That is coming out the daily is out the other side of this. To me, I would go like, ooh, at some point this is going to pull back. No, it doesn't really, does it on the daily? Look at it. Look at that. It's just kept buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. But to be honest, it never really comes out of the. That's probably one to keep away from for the moment. until it does its pullback and then back into a buy on it. Okay. You can go through these views. Wow. Definitely good push back up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Good, yeah. All right, now it's getting ready to potentially sell. We don't know though, because it hasn't changed that whole suite or anything
No,
yet.
it's going to do a short pullback, but it's
Yeah,
definitely buying.
yeah,
Broke out that trend line on the daily.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. Let's see. I haven't got that. The channel. Come back again. Yeah, there. Yeah. Oh, you reckon it'll buy? Well,
That's
yeah.
what the daily's telling me.
Well, it's sold to the middle and now it's pushing back up.
It did the same thing with the last triangle.
Yeah, down to the middle and then push back again. Okay.
Now, if it doesn't beat that last sell, it's going to have a massive drop off.
Yeah, okay.
I just don't think we're there yet.
Okay. Fair enough. USD CHF. Oh, now that's dropped, hasn't it?
I'm in this one too.
So it hasn't given it, so you don't have trouble, but you're getting in without a triangle, are you or not?
Well, yeah, because we're in a downtrend.
Yeah, true.
I mean, even if you just throw a basic trend line across there, it broke the trend line.
Yeah.
So now I'm just waiting for a small pullback and for it pushes on the 2 hour.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. So we're not this, yeah, okay.
So now I know it's got to sell, and I'm looking for it to make a new low. But if it turns, changes colors here on the daily or on the 2 hour,
right. Then
I know it's going to come back to the ribbon. Whatever that ribbon is, I'm looking at taking the opposite.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this is the pullback on there, but this could continue. Yeah, back. It looks like it's starting to move to push back up again, though.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, a pullback, but it may not break that high. We'll just see.
Well,
I think
also it's still under the SHA, and it's red.
True. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I mean, this may be really weak.
Yeah, come back up and then drop back out again.
Right. So I'm really not concerned about unless it breaks that red and turns a green.
Okay. Now, what have we got on UJ? Yeah, this is the one I got out of. I didn't get into the buy. Where are we? You see, that's one where there was on the 2 hour. We did have a, and they're there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was no on the daily, but we don't have it on the daily. It's not there. It's disappeared. Yeah. So that's why I put that there. Because then it pulled back down again and pulled the channels in. So the daily's not giving us anything other than way back here was the buy stuff. Right? It hasn't really changed anything from there. So these buys here potentially to break that high up here. All right. I'll get rid of it. We don't need it now.
Well, so far it failed to break the high to the left on the daily. The other left.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. No, but I think it will. That's the line up there.
You think that's going to break it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no problems at all. See how it didn't? And it pulled back. Now it's ready to push up and potentially break that. And it's up past the middle. I will just see what happens though. But these buys are, there's a couple of days ago I just missed. I was in the cell. I got out of it and was waiting to get into the buy, but then with all of the internet stuff and all the rest happening, I never took the buy. It would have been nice. What is it? Out of that there somewhere. 140 pips. Thank you very much. Bugger. But certainly when it really pushes outside these channels, it's something you really need to notice. Yeah. USD Singapore, same, push back up. All right, this is beating it didn't break that low. Yep, come on, what's it doing? Yeah, channel, look at that. Buy. I think it's still going to buy. It's above the FHA.
Yep.
Telling me over here. We'll probably have some reds up here. Whether we got a green down here or not, it's another thing.
Yeah, but you see that fair value gap on the left, that huge candle?
Over here?
On the left, on the daily.
Oh, yeah, there, yeah.
Yeah, you should put a 50% mark on there. You can use a GAN box.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find where it is.
Oh. I have mine saved on my bar.
I know. I can't remember where it is. Huh? Where is it in the shapes? Not there. That's weird.
It's where you would. It's at the hamburger one, right underneath the trend. Yeah, that one. No, the other one. That one.
Which one?
Down at the bottom.
Oh.
And it's from wick to wick. Inside wick to wick.
Hey. True.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It's nearly there.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for it to pull back. Well, I don't trade this one, but I would wait for it to pull back, not break that box, which is the one.
Yeah, the bottom, yeah.
The top. Let it come out the top of the ribbon, but it's not going to break that top box, that GAN box.
No, it'll come out of the ribbon, give us a red, and then off we go for sell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's in a downtrend.
Absolutely. At the moment it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's gold doing that with a bit? Yeah, look at it push down. Oh,
holy cow.
Yeah. It's just the US dollar strength. It's popped back up. Okay. Yeah,
Look at that. Man, those indicators are accurate.
You get a buy there and look at it. It just pushes back down past it and breaks it. That's unusual, but certainly. But look at here. Wow.
Yeah, look at all that imbalance, all the imbalance.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Holy.
All right. Well, only take sells.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, then. I better go.
All right.
Doing all that.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah, look, it'll only take hopefully a few more days, and I start to get just my noses running and throats. So that's all. Right, go.
All right, man.
Okay, thanks, Brian.